Their basketball.
What's good, YouTube? What's goody? Black Cam TV. Salute. Ohio runs boxing. What's good? Black City boxing. Salute. Little Bounce Bright. Salute. Harold Jones. Melvin Davidson. Salute. Kaz in the building. Lowland Profits. My brother slipped the jab in the building. Salute. What's good with y'all, man? To get in some boxing talk this morning, man. Brooklyn King, salute. Rona Zorro, salute. My brother Carl Burrell in the building. CB Sports TV, go subscribe to his channel. The Architect One in the building. Sean the Icon, what's good? Oh, my brother Stephen L. Hope. William Ross. Mike Biggs Boxing in the building. Terence, salute. What's shaking? Salute to my peoples, man. Salute, salute, salute. We in the building. Capadonna 24, good. Michael C, what's good? B-Man 910 in the building. Salute. Yeah, man. The grind don't stop. It don't stop. What's shaking with y'all, man? Hey, man. What's shaking with my people this morning, man? Hey, Weapons, what's good? The boxing voice. Oh, what's shaking with you, bro? Oh, snap. What's shaking with you, bro? Got the boxing voice, my brother in the building. What's good, man? I see you doing your thing. New Fat Boy Fitness, salute. Same old, what's good with you, bro? The Expert Genius, salute. Hey, man, yo, I love your series, man. I love what you're doing, man. Little Rod Williams, salute. Deontay Ariel, salute. I'm trying to be like you know what I'm saying? You know what it is, man. I'm trying to be like you, man. Hey, Weapons, what's good? Cap City Sports, salute. Tone, what's good? I seen Terence Crawford, man. He said that he a little bit bothered by the fact that Marcus the Great, salute. He a little bit bothered by the fact that he don't get his respect due to the fact that the business part behind the scenes and being criticized for not fighting certain fighters. And my personal opinion is I feel like Bud should have called out. He should have called Errol Spence's name. He know what the people want to hear. Mississippi King, salute. He know what the people want to hear. You know, he understood that. And I understand it's a business behind the scenes. Because it is. That's what it is. You know what I mean? It's definitely a business behind the scenes. IMO, salute. But when you're aware of what the people want to hear, if that's not your plan, you know, you don't plan on fighting Errol Spence next or any of the thing. And here's my thing, like Terence Crawford just doesn't do. He's just not a dude to do a lot of interviews and that type of stuff. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, bro. Exactly. See, my brother said, man, he the fighter. He needs to say what he wants. That's the fact. That's a fact. Ryan Clark, salute. Christopher Supreme Ross, salute. 501, salute. Nah, you right, bro. Yo, Ness, you 100% right, man. Salute the Brooklyn Kings in the super chat. He said, Blue, if he leaves it in the hands of promoters' hands to get respect, he's never gonna get it. Take AJ for example. Yeah, you're right, Chris Rayner. Salute. Y'all right, man. You right, my brother Ness is right, man. Y'all 100% right, man. Zelly 1327. Salute. And so he said that he was like, it's a little disappointing that he don't get his respect, seeing as though, you know, it's behind the scenes. And Dan Raphael asked him the question, and he was like, you know, it's a little disappointing because of what happens behind the scenes, because I feel like, you know, I don't get my respect. But what could I do is what he said. And at the end of the day, man, you gotta stand on your square as the fighter. You know what I'm saying? You can't get comfortable, especially with the deal that he got now. He getting big money for fighting anybody. 3.5 to fight Jose Benavidez? You gonna get big money to fight anybody? I mean, you gotta stand on your square and say, listen, you know something? He know what the public wanted to hear. That's why he said, I know the fight everybody want to see me in is Errol Spence. He said, I know that. He said, but I want to fight everybody. But you know, they hear us, man. They understand what's going on. They in tune with what's going on. So he knew that the public wanted to hear him say, the fight I want next is Errol Spence. Just like in reverse, Errol Spence knows the people want to hear him say he want to fight Terence Crawford with the same energy that Marcus Spears, salute, with the same energy that he approaches Sean Porter and Keith Thurman with, and Danny Garcia. You dig what I'm saying? So he knows that the people wanted him to say Errol Spence. I want to fight Errol Spence next. And he knows, he felt the deflation in the atmosphere when he didn't say it. Salute to my brother Town Biz in the building. Salute. Heard him 816. Salute. Sir Douglas. Salute. So he know when he said that he wants every champion. Now listen what he says. He says that he wants every champion at 147, right? He wants everybody at 47. How many times he got to say it? Ronald Gomez, salute. Said how many times and how much stronger do you want him to say he want to fight everybody? But you know that people want to hear you specifically say Errol Spence. He knows this. He knows that the people want to hear him specifically say Errol Spence. So you playing a game with the people by not saying Errol Spence and saying everybody. Well, if everybody say they want to fight everybody, what does that mean? I'm sure you want to fight everybody. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be specific to the people, especially when there's a call for a certain fight. So when people are calling for a certain fight, when people are calling for Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua, salute to my brother Money Powell, MP4 Vids in the building. Go subscribe to his channel. In the super chat, he said even though he doesn't talk much in the public, he needs to make it known that he wants Errol Spence. He needs to make it a public announcement which will force Bob Arum's hand. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's what he needs to do. And because of that, look at this situation. He says that he wants to fight everybody. Now look at the hypocrisy in this. He says, I want to fight everybody. I want to be undisputed. But you're leaving it up to Bob Arum, whom Bob Arum comes out and says, I'm not willing to make a fight between Terence Crawford, Sean Porter, or Terence Crawford, Danny Garcia, or any of the other champion or the other PBC fighters. He didn't say champions. He said any of the other PBC fighters. So then how are you going to become undisputed if that's the case? If you leave it up to Bob Arum, you're not not going to fight Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, all the other names because he's only willing to have Spence. Well, if you're only willing to fight Errol Spence, who are you planning on fighting with a name? Because all the other welterweights with a name are PBC fighters. Don Banks, salute. All the other names are PBC fighters. So who are you going to fight? And how are you going to become undisputed? How do you plan to do that? Like I stated before, the only way he could do that is if he waits out Errol Spence to collect the straps. Coach K, salute. Ramsey Sutton, salute. The only other way he could do that as possible, salute to my brother Mike Biggs Boxing in the super chat. He said calling for anybody don't mean a thing. He needs to be specific. He needs to stand up and fight for what he want. Or maybe he don't want the Spence fight. That's what I said. Orlando Finney, salute. Terrion Harris, salute. Teron Harris, salute. That's what I said. That's why I said it don't look like he wanted to fight. I think I was wrong. That's why I said that. Reason being is because if you want that fight, what's blazing in sports, salute. If you want that fight, right? See, look at it the way I just looked at it, right? This is what I thought about when he said that. Hold on 1 second. Let me get my oatmeal. So smash 703, salute. Smash the like button, man. We got 160 people here. We got 50 likes. Smash the like button. Let's get the likes up. Smash that like button. Chin checker, salute. So this is the way I look at it, right? I was looking at it like this. Yes, can I get a cup of oatmeal, no fruit, with the raisins on the side?
Sure. Anything else?
That's it. Thank you. So this is the way I look at it, right? Arnez Lorenzo, salute. So this is the way I started looking at it. He don't want the Spence fight. He want to wait until Spence collect the belts from Sean Porter and Keith Thurman, and then he swoops in and tries to get him from all in one shot from Errol Spence. Ryan Connolly, salute. How much? How much?
270.
You see what I'm saying? Maybe he, Muhammad, this is the one, salute. Smash the like button, my peoples. So maybe he waiting, right? For Spence to collect the straps from Sean Porter and collect the straps from Keith Thurman, and then he swoops in and tries to collect them all in one shot versus Errol Spence. But the problem with that is then you can't say that you want to fight him next, because then you got to wait for him to get them straps. So you can't possibly want to fight him next. That's not possible. It's just not feasible. It's not possible. Spence haven't called out Crawford either, but the point of this is that Terence Crawford is saying that Pito Frescobar, salute. The point of this is that Crawford is feeling disrespected for not getting his respect due to the business side of the sport. And my point is this: no, Spence hasn't called out Crawford either. Thank you. All right, man. He hasn't called out Crawford either, right? No, he hasn't. But if you Crawford and you saying that the business side of it is keeping you from not allowing you to get your respect, then you need to do something about it. You gotta say, listen, I want to fight this person and this person. You know what I'm saying? You got to fight who the public is calling for. Now, granted, like I said, this is a business, and we understand that. James Fordham, salute. We understand that it's a business, right? What'd you say, Don Big? He said, but why is it on one guy to make the fight? It's not on one guy, but Errol Spence is not complaining about not getting his respect from the public? Terence Crawford is. So it's not on one guy. I'm not saying it's one guy or another. What I'm saying is, if you want your respect, and you saying that it's a lack of respect, right? Well, then you got to do your part and give the people what you want, because you got to think about it. Errol Spence didn't fight yet on Saturday. Terence Crawford did. So you had Terence Crawford has the opportunity to seize the moment. Cypher Supreme Rod, salute. Terence Crawford has the opportunity to seize the moment, is my point. He had the opportunity. No, Don Banks, you're missing the point, bro. You're missing the point. Errol Spence is not complaining about the public not giving him his credit. Terence Crawford, you're missing the point. Terence Crawford, wordplay, salute. Elaine Sims, salute. Terence Crawford is complaining that he's not getting his just dues because of the business side behind the scenes. Chris Rob Media TV, salute. So if that's the case, then when you had the platform and you had the opportunity, you put them on the spot. Then you got to put them on the spot. You can't complain and says, oh, I'm not getting my just dues. With people saying they don't want to see you fight this person and that person, what the public wants. It's not fair. There's no fairness in the sport of boxing. Yeah, people want to see you fight this person and that person. That's what the public want. So make it clear what's taking place. If you stand behind Bob Airman saying the only person he wants to see you fight is Errol Spence, well then, who are you going to fight until you fight Errol Spence? That's a name. I know Jose Benavidez is a good fighter, regardless of what anybody say. If you're really know the sport of boxing, you would know that Jose Benavidez is a good fighter, and you know Jose Benavidez's backstory. That's just a fact. Jose Benavidez was nobody's bum. Jose Benavidez was nobody's cherry pick, but he's not a name to the people. He's not a name to the casuals. Okay? So it's just like in the sport of basketball. I'm going to give you an example. In the sport of basketball, right? Everybody knows who Steph Curry is. Everybody knows who LeBron James is. Everybody knows who Kevin Durant is, right? Everybody knows who those players are, right? That doesn't mean there's not other great players in the NBA. Exactly, Derek Gatson, right? So, yeah, that's you got 100% right. So this is what I'm saying, right? No, there's a difference, Don Banks. You saying Spence is complaining about getting a fight. Spence can't get a fight, period. We just saw Terence Crawford fight. Errol Spence is not getting a fight overall. Nobody. Even Luis Collazo was hesitant, bro. That's what I'm saying. Salute to Ohio Runs Boxing in Super Chat. He said, wait too long, Errol will outgrow the weight class. That's a fact. That's a strong possibility as well. So here's my thing, right? People say that, oh, Jose Benavidez is a bum, a cherry pick. No, he's not. Just like the NBA, right? Like I just stated, everybody knows LeBron James, all the casuals. They know Kevin Durant. They know Steph Curry, right? But how many people know a Damian Lillard by face? They can tell you who Steph Curry is. Smash the like button. Let's get the likes to 100. They can tell you who Steph Curry is. They can tell you who LeBron is. They can tell you who Kevin Durant is. But can all those people tell you who DeMarcus Cousins is? A casual? Can those casuals tell you who what's Damian Lillard's running partner? Good. What's Luke? Mr. Mott, salute. Boxing Lounge, salute. So what happens is this. Is the casuals and the public says, the casuals in the public be like, oh, Terence Crawford ain't fighting nobody. Roughhouse Boxing, TV, salute. Justin March, salute. Paul Scott, salute. Right? So, we know CJ McCollum, if you watch basketball, CJ McCollum had a better playoff run than Dame Lillard. We know he's a good player, but is he on the level of LeBron James or Steph Curry, Kevin Durant? No. But you know who he is? He dropped buckets. He gives the Cavs and the Warriors buckets all the time. Smash the like button. So that's the thing that Tone salute. So that's the thing that happened with Terence Crawford, right? Is that he fought a guy, and then you have people saying that, oh, everybody knows Jose Benavidez was a bum. Jose Benavidez was not a bum. What are you talking about? Like, that makes zero sense. People could look and say, Shalom by Mark, salute. But then when people say, you see, like, how does this work? Emmanuel Momo, salute. How does this work, right? Jose Benavidez, 400 amateur fights, undefeated, 6'1" welterweight, and had got shot, which slightly derailed his career. He's a bum. But then when people say, who has Deontay Wilder fought? He fought nothing but bums, right? When people look at Luis Ortiz on Wilder's record, and they say, well, Luis Ortiz was an old bum because he ain't fight nobody. Who has Luis Ortiz fought? All we know about is his amateur background, and he was undefeated. Benavidez is better than Ocampo. And Bud got shot in the head. Salute, Jeff, the producer. But you see how that works? You see how you can do that when you understand the sport of boxing? You can Jose Benavidez hold 400 amateur fights, 6'1", 170-pound welterweight on fight night, undefeated, was slated to be the golden boy, the new era golden boy for Top Rank, but a gunshot slightly derailed his career. But you say he's a bum. But when Deontay Wilder beats Luis Ortiz, and people say, well, Luis Ortiz was a bum because who did he fight? And then you say, well, he was undefeated with a decorated Cuban amateur background. Well, isn't that the same thing people saying about Jose Benavidez? That makes no sense, right? All sports, salute. Thank you, Money. And Money's in it. Carla Jenkins, salute. Branular, salute. Money, if y'all don't know, Money's son, if y'all don't check out Money Power the Money Power the Fourth, check out Money Power the Fourth. His son is in it, and one of the uprising stars of the sport. So he knows this for a fact. So how does that work? How could you say, oh, Jose Benavidez is a bum? Okay, then you gotta give people a pass when they say Ortiz is a bum. When you're trying to defend Deontay Wilder, you see how that works? You see how that works? Interesting, isn't it? It's interesting, isn't it? Because Jose Benavidez has a decorated background and was on his way to being a star. So you see how that works? If it's good, if it's good for one, it has to be good for the other. So, Candy Dunn, salute. So, my point is this. I'm speaking to Crawford and his situation, what he needs to do. Is he had the platform. HBJ, though, salute. He said, man down. I think if Terence Crawford is bothered by not getting his respect, Money said Jose Benavidez is no joke. It took Crawford a while to break this guy down. Much respect. He has shown me a lot about himself. That's a fact. We got to do when we do that and tell people that this person is a bum. Cornelia Smith, salute. General Squall, salute. I agree. Terence Crawford need to speak up. Julius Richards, salute. Triple B 318, salute. So, I agree. He should have called out Errol Spence. If you want your respect, and you don't want people talking about things they don't know due to what's going on behind the scenes with the business, then when you had the platform to call them out, you should have called them out. Period. Kareem Williams, salute. Never saw so many promoters run. Talking, oh man. Taken away from boxing. That's a fact. Chase Stewart, salute. Carl Brown, what's good? Salute. Unbiased or biased boxing talk, salute. So, I'm just saying that I'm not picking a side. I'm not saying that who should do what and so on and so forth. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that if you feel like all stop sports, salute. If you feel like you're being disrespected, you're not getting your just dues in the public eye and from the fans due to the opponents, Darren Davis, salute. D-Dot, what's good? Mark Spears, salute. Due to the lack of name recognition, Max Sullivan, salute. Max Sullivan, same old, bro. You know what it is, the grind. So when you if you feeling like I'm not getting my just dues from the public, I'm not getting my just dues from the fans, so on and so forth, John IBN, salute. Yo, John, I believe Spence should have been at the fight myself. I agree with you. He should have been there. He should have been there. Pure ice, some salute. But this is what I'm saying. If you got the platform and you feeling a lack of respect, we know see their angle is to capture the imagination and the eye of the casual fan. The hardcore diehard fan, no disrespect, is gonna be there yet already. Yusuf Kawhi, salute. Roy Babineau, salute. It's like, I'm sorry to say it, Terence Walker, salute. Oh, Tallahassee, I'm a Florida State fan, bro. Oh man, he said, oh man, Tallahassee don't have no power, man. My peace and blessings and prayers go out to Tallahassee, man. To everybody, man, to you and your family. I hope everybody's safe and make it through, man. JC, salute. Keep your head up, man. And the universe will continue to bless you, man. But this is the thing, right? Is that is this. You don't feel, see, that what I was saying was this. Dale McCrae, salute. What I was saying is this, is that the casual fans are the ones that you need to capture their eye. You need their dollar. Joe Grizzly, salute. The hardcore boxing fans are going to be there because they're just that, the hardcore boxing fans. Regardless of what takes place, the hardcore boxing fans are going to be there. The Dog 26, salute. Texas Longhorn fan. So here's the thing. You got to capture the imagination of the casuals. Broderick Hunter, salute. And so to do so, when you have the platform, you have to say something. You have to do things. I'm not saying you got to buck dance. I'm not saying you got to shuck and jive, but you have to make your presence felt, and you have to make it where the casual people know who you are. Mark Wunderlich, salute. That's just what you have to do. So what I'm saying is this. As much as people don't like it, and much as he don't put out like he should, Adrien Broner captures the imagination of the casual fan. Why? Why did he do that? Centino's Boxing, salute. Why did Adrien Broner do that? Because when he had the opportunity, Adrien Broner did, when he had the opportunity, and people asked him, oh, LDDB, salute. When Adrien Broner had when Adrien Broner had the platform, and he was asked about fighters, right? When Adrien Broner was asked about fighters, don't open at 10. Yeah, that's why I'm waiting. Yeah, they still open early, but that's now. Just wait. But so y'all remember when Adrien Broner was asked, "Oh, yo, Broner, you want to fight this guy?" And he would say, "Man, anybody can get it. Americans, Africans, Mexicans, everybody could get it." Remember, Adrien Broner used to say that anybody could get it. I'm the can man. Yo, Adrien, you want to fight this dude? Yes, sir. Right? Jimmy Miller, salute. Remember, Adrien Broner said, "I'm the can man. Everybody could get it." And guess what? Adrien Broner said, "Who have we seen Adrien Broner not fight? Win or lose? Whether we thought he should fight him or not, whether we thought he'd win or he'd lose, he took the fight. He took the fight. And when given the platform, Adrien Broner speaks his mind. Exactly, Brooklyn Clean. Y'all still gonna watch. You know why? Because he captures the imagination of the casual fan. That's why Broner's still grossing how he gross. Muhammad is the one, salute. Rob Sportsman Lee, salute. That's why he's still one of the highest grossing boxers in the sport, even when he takes losses. So you know why? Because Adrien Broner doesn't leave it up to imagination. He captures your imagination. Adrien Broner says, Oh, I want to fight this dude. Remember when he was on the Breakfast Club and he was asked about Terence Crawford, Dave Richmond, salute. Remember Adrien Broner was on the Breakfast Club and they asked him about Terence Crawford? What's the first? No hesitation. No hesitation. What's the first thing Broner said? Man, I'll whip his A, man. I'll whip his A. Put him in the ring, man, and I'll whip his A. Left it up to no imagination. No imagination. Now, we as hardcore boxing fans would be like, Terence Crawford or wash Broner. He'll beat Broner, right? But that's the hardcore fans. The people that actually know what's going on. But the casual fans that listen to the Breakfast Club and heard him say that, say, yo, this dude is the truth. They ain't probably never even watched them fight. You know how many people listen to that never watched them fight? They never watched them fight. But they heard them talk. And so then they tune in. Right? They tune in. Right? And now once they tune in, he take a loss. And then people be like, maybe he had a bad night. Right? So guess what they do again the next time he fight? Because now they already know who he is. Now they already know who he is. They tune in again because they thought he had a bad night. By the time they realize that he's not what he said he was, or doesn't allow himself to be, because the fact remains he's talented. He just don't let his hands go, and he don't live a boxer's lifestyle. But by the time the casual realizes that, oh man, this dude Broner is not as good as Floyd Mayweather, because he said he could beat Floyd Mayweather. Oh, this dude is not as good as this guy Terence Crawford or Errol Spence. But by the time they did that, right? Or now they turn their attention, right? Now they turn their perspective. Now they turn their attention and say, man, I'm tired of hearing this dude talking crazy. I want to see him lose. I want to see somebody knock this dude out because he talk too much. He tell us that he could beat every fighter. So put every fighter in the ring. I want to see this fighter knock him out. But now you're gonna tune in. He got you now. Hook, line, and sinker. You got. You got. You hook, on, and sinker. He got you now. I got you now. And that's what he does. So now that's what we wanted Terence Crawford. He had the platform to say, yo, I want Errol Spence, man. I'm gonna wash Errol Spence. Carla Jenkins, no doubt. Marquise Johnson, salute. So now we want people to say, we want Errol Spence to say, yo, listen, we didn't want Errol Spence to say he on that side of the street, I'm on this side of the street. That's not what we wanted. We want Errol Spence to say, yo, listen, I need that Crawford fight ASAP, man. Make it happen. If this Sean Porter fight falls through the cracks, I need that Terence Crawford fight ASAP, man. That's what needed to be said. Jab, left hook, right hook, salute. Well, listen, you can't have LeBron James and Kevin Durant and they're not playing each other. Can't have that. Regardless of who you think will win, how you think they win, we can't have that. That's why other sports are more successful than the sport of boxing. Magnetic Shamel, salute. That's why, Magnetic Shamel, I'm going to disagree with you. I'm going to tell you why I disagree. Bob Arum is not the obstacle. Stand on your square in the public eye, right? And give everybody a sneak peek into what's going on behind the scenes. That's what I said about Sean Porter. I know stuff that's going on behind the scenes with Sean Porter. But Sean Porter has to come out to the public, stand on his square, and demand what he wants. And if he don't get what he wants, then the people will get behind him and say, Country Boy 706, salute. Then the people will get behind him, right? Then the people will get behind him and state that Yo, the business of boxing is getting in the way of letting us see what we want to see. Allow us, giving quality for life, salute. Allow us to expose the networks and the promoters consistently. For instance, Anthony Joshua situation, right? Anthony Joshua, for instance, Anthony Joshua situation. If you really wanted the Wilder fight, and Matchroom and Bob Arum, Matchroom and Eddie Hearn and Barry Hearn was standing in the way, allowing you to get that fight. Let it be known. Let it be known, so that way we can expose the promoters and the networks. For instance, when Bob Arum and Don King were running rampant back in their time and not allowing us to see the best fights and doing, being shady and doing shady business behind the scenes, right? They were public enemy number one. DJ Zion Love, salute. You know why? Because the fighters exposed the fact that they wanted to fight this fighter or that fighter. So they allowed the public to destroy the promoters and the networks and get at them. You understand? Coach K, yeah, I see what you're saying. And as a free agent, my brother Blood Boxing, Retro Boxing Talk, he made a good point. He said, yo, you such a free agent, Errol Spence, then you should have been ringside at Crawford, not on vacation. You should have been ringside at the Crawford fight and calling out Terence Crawford, or at least be ringside, make your presence felt. Let your presence be known. And that's what Errol Spence should have done. He should have let his presence be known. Don't let these opportunities slip away. Bottom of Cali, salute. Take full advantage of these opportunities. Don't let these opportunities slip away. Seize the moment. Michael C, salute. Seize the moment. Don't let these opportunities get away from you. Seize the moment. Terence Crawford had the perfect platform on Saturday night to say, I want to fight Errol Spence next, and if that fight don't happen, because I'm looking to unify, so I want to fight Errol Spence next, but if that fight can't happen, then I'm looking to fight Sean Porter next. But my first option is Errol Spence. That's what he said. Should have said. Lawrence RBE, salute. The real McCoy, salute. Yeah, Lawrence RBE, that's a fact. That's what I'm saying. Sean Porter as well. Sean Porter needs to come out in the public, and if there's things behind the scenes that's preventing him from being, if it's the promoters, if it's Kenny Porter, if it's the networks, if it's the sanction bodies that's trying to force you go in a different direction, nephew Charming Chucky, salute. Then you need to come out and let it be known what you want. Express your interest in fighting Errol Spence and let the world know, listen, I'm trying to fight Errol Spence, but yeah, boxing does need a governing body. I'm trying to fight Errol Spence, but the networks is giving me issues. They don't want to allow this fight, or they're not trying to pay for us to have this fight. They're not trying to give us what we want. Salute, nephew, appreciate it. They're not great morning to you too, King. They're not trying to allow us to they're not trying to pay us. The networks are not trying to give us what we want. Lloyd Lawrence, salute. Yeah, that's a fact. So listen, because this is what people don't understand is Showtime has to be willing to pay you for the fight. They have to be willing to air the fight at the time you want it to, right? The sanction body has to be, everybody has to be on the same page. And let's say they're not, because it's greed, it's money behind the scenes. So everybody's not going to be on the same page because everybody have different agendas. DeAndre Carey, salute. They all have different agendas, money agendas, right? So if that's the case, then you have to expose it. Take the people's heads. Take the wool from over the people's heads, right? Pull the curtain back and give them a sneak peek of the dirty laundry and the things that's taking place behind the scenes. That's what needs to happen. Harold Jones, salute. That's what needs to happen. Because at the end of the day, the real Dino Wells, salute. Michael C, what's good? Because what at the end of the day is, we start pointing the finger at the boxers and start saying, oh man, you don't want to fight this person, you scared of this person. Really? The network is saying, well, we'll do Sean Porter. Let's say Showtime and Steven Espinoza is saying, because this is a possibility. Michael Chavez, salute. So let's say Showtime is saying, we'll pay for you to fight. We want the fight to take place between you and Errol Spence, let's say the summertime. Because this is a strong possibility. Now I'm putting y'all on game. I'm upping y'all on game. Evil Tracy, the international show off, salute. So let's say Showtime, now I'm putting y'all up on game, peep game. Showtime is saying, we'll pay you and Errol Spence, but we don't really, we don't peak in, let's say, if you fight Spence versus Sean Porter, and now I'm Showtime, I'm Steven Espinoza, and I'm telling Sean Porter, we don't get the same viewership, the same amount of people to check in around this time of the season. It's not good for business for us at Showtime around this time of the season. Let's say March. They say March for you and Errol Spence is not good for us as a network. We would prefer you guys do it in June. We get more eyes, more viewers. We do better ratings in June. You understand what I'm trying to tell y'all? So if you want, why don't you just fight Jesse Vargas in February? Which our expectations isn't so high, but it'll do good ratings. You understand? Y'all follow what I'm telling you? You following what I'm telling you? So now Sean Porter, now that we are the public are coming out, and now let's say the sanction body might say, the WBC may tell Sean Porter, Dale McRae, we never heard Spence call out. He's never called out Bud Crawford. You never heard that. You never heard that, bro. Never ever. You heard him talk of him. You never heard him call him out to a fight. Dale McRae, you've never ever heard Errol Spence call out Terence Crawford. You've never heard that. Cali Freaks, salute. Cali Freak, salute. You've never heard that, bro. Master Plan T, salute. No, he didn't. Dale, you never heard that. You heard him speak of him. You never heard him call him out. Avid boxer fan, salute. So what I'm saying is this: these dudes need to expose what's going on, so that way they don't take the blunt of the pressure. But Dale McRae, what does you're moving the goalposts, bro? Let me tell you why you're moving the goalposts. You said we heard Errol Spence call out Crawford. We never heard Crawford call out Spence. I said that's not true. Dell 615. Then now you're saying, but Bud looked in the camera and said, Master Aaron calls the shots, and I do what he wants. That one thing doesn't have to do with another, bro. You move the goalpost. You gotta stay. You gotta state that Spence. You said that Spence called out Crawford. I said he never did. D. Hodges, salute. So that's where that stands, bro. Status making gains, salute. So regardless of what Crawford did, your statement was that Bud never called out. I mean, Spence called out Bud. So now I agree that Crawford needs to call out. I agree with you that Crawford needs to call out and should have called out and not stood behind Bob Arum as the as I believe that he should have stood behind. I mean, he shouldn't have stood behind Top Rank and Bob Arum and his promoter, and he should have mentioned. He should have said, "Listen, this is who I want." I think that he should have stood on the square. I agree that he should have, and he looked in the camera and said that it's up to Bob Arum, which I disagree with, man. You got to stand on your square. You got to call the shots. Yeah, yo, I'm gonna have to start making that, man. Hey, weapons, I'm gonna have to start making that joint, man. Word. So at the end of the day, right? These fighters need to pull the curtains up, and give the public and the fans a sneak peek of the dirty laundry that's taking place instead of taking the blunt of Clifton Brunson, salute, instead of taking the blunt of the blame and allowing the networks and the sanction bodies and all these other people be puppet masters behind the scenes and allow you to take the blame. And allow you to be cast as a coward in the public eye. I think that they need to come out and say that. Just like Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford is already set. You already set, bro. You guaranteed money 3.5 per fight. You got a safety net. You know, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong as far as like the NFL, I'm gonna use these terms. They can't cut you and you lose pay. You guaranteed your money. Yeah, Fred Thomas, he's 31. Yeah, you 100% right. You're 100% right. 110%. And my thing is this: as far as Terence Crawford goes, you already set nothing. They can't take nothing away from you no more. Your Justin Jackson, salute. Your pay rate ain't gonna drop. Not gonna happen. You already owe big money, regardless of what takes place. So you're gonna get paid big money. So at this point in time, man, I feel like Bud, you had the opportunity, Master Plan T, salute. So you have that's what I'm saying, nephew. 9 fights, 3.5, and another 1.5 on the back in 3 years. That's what I'm saying. He's already set. So they can't, there's no point now. Once you get the bag, now you good. So now was the time for him to say, yo, listen, I'm going to force their hand. Unless behind the scenes, they already forewarned them and said, we're going to do this deal and this is going to be the stipulations. Now that's a possibility. Maybe they already told him, like, listen, we're going to give you this deal, but B. Paulie, salute. But you got to do this, and this, as we say. Maybe that's the situation. I don't know. But it hurts them in the public eye, I know that. Because they looked at as cowards. Or they looked at as scared. Or they perceived as don't want to fight this fighter or that fighter. They don't want no action, no smoke. They don't want no smoke with this fighter. They don't want no smoke with that fighter. And so you the way you perceive it in the public is not a good look. D Dodger, salute. And the only way to correct that is snatch the power back. Own your stance. Stand on your square. Snatch the power back from the masters at hand and force their hand. And then that allows people to look at the sport of boxing as corruption in a whole, not you as a coward individually. You dig what I'm saying? So then you're not looking at, oh, Terence Crawford is scared. You're not saying Sean Porter is scared. Sean Porter is trying. Listen, Sean Porter needs. It's a teamwork. Yeah, me too. Del 615. I want to see the best fight the best, man. And so that's why I say that's another reason why you never hear me condemn fighters as bums. I'm not going to refer to no other fighter. Terence Crawford could be my favorite fighter. Errol Spence could be my favorite fighter. Whom he fights, you're never going to hear me say he fought a bum. You never ever heard me go back and look at my research and all my videos. You've never heard me say Carlos Ocampo was a bum. Never said it. You never heard me say that, oh, this guy that Errol Spence fought was a bum. Never said that. I might say, oh, I want to hear, I want to see them step up in class, but I never said that one fight is a bum. Never did that. Salute to my brother Dale McCray in the super chat. He said, you're right, but let's be real. They both said the same thing. I want all the belts. Yeah, they can, and that's what I don't like. I'm ready for them to just say, listen, I want to fight this guy or this guy. That's my whole point. That's my stance. Call a spade a spade. Tell us what you want. Stop beating around the bush. Don't beat around the bush. Tell us what you want. Be straightforward. Be gun barrel straight. If you want to fight Errol Spence, say it. If you don't want that fight next, say you don't want that fight next. Terence Crawford could easily say, you know what? That fight with me and Errol Spence is gonna be a mega fight. I want to get a little more acclimated to the 147-pound division before I take that fight. He's been campaigning at 47 his whole career. I just need another fight. That's what Andre Ward did. Nobody condemned Andre Ward for doing that. That's what Andre Ward did. He said, I fight Sergey Kovalev, but I'm going to have 2 or 3 fights at the light heavyweight division before I fight Sergey Kovalev. But best believe, when I move up into his neighborhood, I'm going to eventually knock on his door. The shot, salute. That's what Andre Ward did. And he fought Gilberto Ramirez, or I'm forgetting their names, but y'all know Andre Ward had 3 fights before he fought Sergey Kovalev. Yo, country boy, that for the life of me, I don't understand, man. Keith Thurman ain't fight. He's going on 2 years and not fighting. I just need y'all to understand that. March of 2019, Keith Thurman would be out the ring for 2 years. His last fight with Danny Garcia. 2 years, and he's still a title holder. How could that be possible? How could that benefit the sport of boxing? How? How could that benefit the sport of boxing by any sense of anybody's imagination? It can't. It hurts the sport of boxing. But yo, listen, man, let me get up out of here. My brother's Trill Boxing Talk is about to come through. Salute to my brother Dale McCray once again. He said, keeping it real, Blue. Bud under contract and Spence is a free agent with Al per fight deal. That's a fact. You're right. 2 super chats for you, my brother. Salute, peace and blessings to you. Always holding me down. Always showing love, man. Hey, man, I love when you come through, whether we agree to disagree or agree. Or just disagree, man. Yo, I appreciate you always coming through and showing support, man. Appreciate you 100,000%, man. But yo, let me get up out of here. Elias Navarro, salute. Got to get up out of here, man. My brothers at Trill Boxing Talk has started, man. I be losing track of time sometimes, man, because I be coming from work and all that. But yo, I'm about to go over there and tune into them and listen to my brothers over there at Trill Boxing Talk. So go, if you don't know how to get over there, Jimmy Miller, salute. Mark Spears, salute. If you don't know how to go over there, you go to Black Fight Fan TV. Trill Boxing Talk is over there. Broderick Hunter, salute. My TV and my brother Black Fight Fan TV got the realest boxing show in the mornings, man. Duo, bar none, man. So tune in. Go to my brother Black Fight Fan TV, man. Check him out, man. Check out Trill Boxing Talk. I'm about to go over there myself, man. Michael C, salute. HBJ, though, salute. Salute to everybody in the building, man, in the chat, and salute to everybody that dropped that super chat. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Dale 16, Dale 615, salute. Cali Freak, salute. Tax Tax, salute. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to New Media. Shouts out to Black Media Row. It's your boy Blue. Make sure you like and share these videos. Joe Grizzly, peace, man. Salute. I'm going over to Trill Boxing Talk right now. I'm about to tune in and listen myself. So, peace, man. Go over to Trill Boxing Talk. Peace.